So let me get this straight. You gave your nephew the keys to the car.
Right.
And he's driving it down to Florida to give it to your niece.
Right.
And you bought the car specifically for this purpose.
Right.
But now you want me to tail him so you can get the car back?
Because he would get all the credit at Amy's wedding.
Amy's your niece.
More like a daughter. I raised her and her brother Loomer after their parents.
Your parents? What?
Went missing in the war. They were both in the war.
Oh. Which one?
How the hell do I know? I don't have a TV. The point is, I should be the one to give her the present that I bought her at the wedding. I should get the credit. It's a Corolla.
Well, can't you just meet them down there and then you be the one to give Amy the keys?
Then the story at the wedding is, oh, Aunt Missy bought the Corolla. But did you hear? Loomer is the one that drove it all the way from Maine. Boy, Aunt Missy is just so lucky to have such a good nephew. She'd never survive it on her own. You know how people talk, Detective Horntub. They completely disregard a person's humanity. I'm still a woman, Detective Horntub.
Something about this doesn't sit quite right.
It's the chair.
Not the chair, Aunt Missy. This case. Do you know that I used to be a detective in a police force? Back then, there were only 5 detectives in Myrtle, Massachusetts. 1 for murder, 1 for grave robbing, 1 for loitering, 1 for traffic violations. And do you know what kind of crime I was responsible for solving?
What kind of crime, Detective Horntub?
Finding stuff. Didn't matter if it was lost, stolen, or ran away. I was the guy they called to find stuff. And all because of what I like to call a hunch. You ever hear that word, Aunt Missy? A hunch?
Yes.
A hunch is when you can just feel it in your bones that something isn't right and you have to solve it.
I know what a hunch is.
A hunch is more of something that you feel than something you know.
I said I
Or
know.
it could be a stolen set of emerald earrings, or a kidnapped pet aardvark gone astray, or even your car keys. If you couldn't find it, with my handy hunch, I'd make it turn up before the sun turned down. It was a gift I had, ever since I was a little boy. My mother didn't need an obstetrician. I found a way out myself. But of course, what can be your greatest glory can also be your damnedest defeat. For it was 20 years ago today, Aunt Missy, that I was asked to find something so special that I can't even tell you what it was. And all my hunches, they came up emptier than a swimming pool at an unpopular child's pool party.
Well, ideally, wouldn't the unpopular child be the one to go into the pool?
No. He'd be too depressed, just like I was when I couldn't find those things.
What things?
To make matters worse, I was suddenly framed for stealing the very thing that I'd been hired to find. Yeah, I was run out of town. I left the force, became a private eye, and went even more downhill from there. I took to drink. Not liquor or beer, but have you ever had a lot of soda? Oh, it's been a dark time, Aunt Missy. And since then, I have been unable to find the simplest of things. A cat up a tree, a lone sock from a laundry cycle, even the back of my hand. I mean, honestly, which one is the front? The very thing that I was. The only thing that I was. Well, I just wasn't that anymore. And the hunches, they simply disappeared. Until today. Now, I might not fully trust you, Aunt Missy. No, I might not trust you at all. But we're going to find your nephew, Aunt Missy. You and me together. We're going to find that son of a bitch.